So I still have some fresh ricotta if you saw my nudie video. And if you really know me, you know that my favorite dessert are cannolis, which are an Italian Sicilian dessert. It's like a fried shell with a ricotta cheese filling. I just grew up with it. My dad is from Sicily, but I'm not gonna make the traditional fried Sicilian shell because I don't want to fry it. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna make like a pie tart. I have some crust from my Italian fig cookies. I always like playing with some dough. I was thinking about positive and negative and good and bad. And I used to think like there's only one way to do things, right? But now I'm realizing that the positive and negative are on the opposite sides of the same coin. So something negative is not necessarily negative. I think the key is really embracing the negative aspects of ourselves, welcoming the negative aspects and not being afraid of it. It's like we're so afraid of the dragon. The dragon is evil, but why don't we become the dragon, tame the dragon, and fly on the dragon? So it's just reframing it. It doesn't have to just be love and light. I have a monster within me, but I've learned how to control it. I know how to tame it through understanding myself better and understanding my masculine and feminine energies. So my negativity, or my inner monster, I have it under control. I don't think that I should shun my inner monster. I should just be able to understand it and know when I'm getting triggered. I think that's the key. Don't just run away from the dragon. Don't run away from yourself. Become the dragon and learn how to harness its power and control it and use it for good instead of using it for bad, because everything has an opposite, right? Spirituality, religion, all these things that people use for good can also be used for bad. Manifestation can be used for bad. The law of attraction can be used for bad. It relates back to the intention that you have when you do something. On that note of manifestation, I don't believe it's ethical for people to manifest on other people's behalf. I think you should only manifest for yourself because you're messing with the free will of others and you're trying to influence their reality. Let's say it's for a romantic relationship. Why would you want to be with someone who actually doesn't want to be with you and you're trying to like manifest them into your life? That doesn't make any sense to me. Don't you want to be with someone that wants to be with you because they want to be with you? I'm not saying you don't have to fight for love, but you shouldn't have to try to force them or manifest them into your life for them to like you or love you. It's just what I think. Pie shell. Making a cannoli pie tart thing. I'm gonna save this dough for my cookies. Usually I would just leave it on if I was just making this, but since I'm making cookies with this too, I'm gonna save it. Pick the bottom. We caught the cheese from the other day, so check if it's still good. It's still good. Powdered sugar, salt. Sicily is an island in the Mediterranean, so they have a lot of citrus, so I'm gonna add a little bit of orange zest. In the traditional recipe, I don't think they add orange zest. Bring it up. Good. Put this in the refrigerator. You know, or a chocolate tart thing. Turn this on, get some butter. I was gonna sell cannolis. Maybe one day I'll be back at it with my cannolis, because it's my favorite dessert. A little bit of water. 10 years ago, I went to Sicily and I visited some relatives, and we went to like one of the best places for cannolis in the world. It's called Panna Albanese. It's a small little village in Sicily that is an Albanian community, and they're really known for their cannolis. I don't know why. They've been making them like super bueno for a long time. So I went there, I had an amazing cannoli. They used lard instead of butter in the shells, and they fry them in lard. I don't know, there's just something special about it. You just go to the original location. It is truly a mamma mia. Sugar, semi-sweet chocolate chips, some vanilla. You know I love the vanilla. Salt. You know, life is crazy. We spend our whole lives trying to learn other things, learn from other people, learn how to live life based on other people's terms, but we never spend time to actually get to know ourselves and get to know how we feel. We want to understand the mysteries of the universe, the mysteries of the world, but we don't even know ourselves. Actually, if we know ourselves, then we're tapping into the mysteries of the world, the mysteries of the universe. It's ironic. I put some water in here, back on the stovetop. Pretty like this, I think it's called a bain marie, I forget, from culinary school, just to melt this chocolate. Wow, that's super good. Oh, I forgot to add egg. Let's add egg. Okay, I'm not a chocolatier, but you see how smooth this is getting now? High crust. These are expensive. Have you ever sat down and peeled like 100 pistachio nuts? It takes time. I'm like on the streets of New York making nuts. The nuts for nuts. You ever get the nuts during the holidays? Like it's cold down the street, you see the nuts, you get a bag of nuts, you walk down the street with the nuts, then maybe you get a coffee, you walk down the street with the nuts and the coffee, then you go to your favorite restaurant, and you're like, oh my god, life is good. It's warm, maybe it should cool a little bit, but we're gonna live on the edge right now. This is a lot. Let's go back in the oven for 15 minutes. Okay, Google, set timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, and that's starting now.
And I know it's the holidays and it's a special time to get together with friends and family. I know some of you though, maybe you feel alone and your family is this or you don't have a lot of friends, but I just want to remind you that it's not about quantity, it's about quality. So if you have a couple friends, like you can count on the palm of your hand or that one person that you can talk to from time to time, that's all you need. No one's going to be perfect, your friends are not going to be perfect, your family's not going to be perfect, but if you can learn how to feel comfortable with yourself, then you'll feel a lot better, because a lot of people will disappoint you because they can't read your mind, and how you think is not how they think all the time. Your expectations is not how they think, right? So if you put all your trust and hope in another person or another people, you might be let down sometimes. Instead, release the control and focus on yourself. Feel comfortable being with yourself and be happy. And you know, I'm filming a video right now and I'm talking to many of you and I'm truly grateful, but at the same time, I'm not opening up my energy fully to all of you, right? Like, this video is for the collective. I hope you enjoy it. But on a deeper level, I am not opening my energy up to hundreds of people. I couldn't possibly handle that. 20 people, 10 people, no. I need to recoup and spend a lot of time alone to process things. That's just how I am. I like being with myself. I like my thoughts. I like who I am. Yeah. But everyone's different, right? But the main thing is seeing what works for you and finding out that relationship with yourself, the good, the bad, the ugly, the sad, the monster that's within you. Sometimes you gotta fight like a peaceful warrior. There's the good and bad. You need both and you have that power. I feel like I want to fight someone. Not actually fight, but sometimes your best defense is your best offense. My wrestling coach taught me that. Let's take a look at the tart. Hopefully the chocolate's setting. I don't know if it's cooked all the way. I don't know if it's, we'll see, let this cool. I don't think we can truly diminish evil, hate, greed, jealousy. We can't destroy that. But what we can do is observe when we're feeling that and then transmute that into positivity and love. I believe that the universe has this concept of duality, heads, tails, black and white. But it's a balancing act to take that energy and transmute it. We can alchemize all this energy, okay? Don't let the darkness consume you and take over you and become the very thing that's frustrating you, that's making you feel anxious, that's making you feel alone. Don't become that. Rise above that. Alchemize it, change it, and be positive. Here's my chocolate tart. I let it rest overnight. It came out better than I thought it was gonna come out. So let's cut a piece. Oh, it's like a brownie. Wow, look at that. Pure chocolate. The crust is a little thick though. A little too thick, but what are you gonna do? Cannoli cream that I made the other day. With some pistachios. So it's a chocolate tart with a cannoli ricotta filling, pistachios on top. It's inspired by my favorite Italian dessert, a cannoli, but it's not a cannoli. Or is it a cannoli? Whoever says what is a cannoli is a cannoli. I used to believe that Santa Claus was real because they told me that Santa Claus was real, so I believed it. So if I told you this is a cannoli right now, would you believe it? It's not a cannoli, it's a tart, but anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. Let's try it out. This is really good. This is a nice chocolate tart. So this is a very chocolatey dessert. The chocolate comes out strong, so I need the cream to balance it out. Usually with cannoli, it'd be more cream and a little bit of complimentary chocolate chips, but we just reversed everything today. You know how I didn't believe in Santa Claus anymore? I left cookies out the night before and they weren't eaten the next day. That's how Santa Claus was ruined. Happy holidays.